For 133 years, the Hotel Shirley has been the defining feature of the town of Bethungra, almost an hour's drive from Wagga Wagga.
It was a meeting place. Everyone came here on Friday, Saturday night.
But in 1999, the pub was forced to close when its liquor licence was moved to Sydney for the Olympics. Years later, it reopened as a B&B, and the Cox family bought it 4 years ago.
Fell in love with the photos and looked at them, and she was in great condition, so we bought it sight unseen. Welcome to the Hotel Shirley, come on in.
Okay. 13 bedrooms, numerous sitting rooms and more than an acre of gardens. The upkeep is a challenge. But selling something as unique as this can be difficult.
It generally can take anywhere from 1 month to 2 or 3 years.
It's an issue for many old buildings. In nearby Narrandera, this former bank, built in 1883, has been on the market for years. Finance is the biggest hurdle, with some lenders wanting a 50% deposit.
It's gone hard when you're looking at 300 grand, so you're looking at 150 deposit, put straight down. It's a lot of capital to tie up in the properties.
So the Coxes decided to think creatively. Their unique scheme made headlines around the world, effectively a competition with a $100 application fee to win the Hotel Shirley and create your own business, debt-free with all taxes covered.
It's a win-win all round. The community wins, the building wins because money's being put back into the building, and we benefit by getting compensated for our costs as well.
But in this small town of 120 people, not everyone was happy. Some thought the family was trying to raise more than the building was worth. Now the Department of Fair Trading has stepped in, closing down the competition for breaching the Lotteries Act. For Robin and her family, it's now back to the drawing board. They want to find some way to pass on this beautiful old building to its next loving owner without crippling that person with debt. An hour away in Harden Maraburra, proof the right buyer can transform an old building and the town around it. After sitting vacant for months, the Light Horse has new owners and a loving makeover to bring the 150-year-old pub into the modern era. But it's been costly.
Make sure that you've got the capital behind you to do it, because once you dabble in something or start to repair something, you'll always find that there's layers and layers of love that is needed, and that's what we found.
They're now attracting tourists from Sydney and Canberra, interested in the Hilltop region's food and wine. But they'll always be a country pub at heart.
It's important to your community to have a pub that is the heart and soul of a community.
Jane Goldsmith, NBN News.
A huge fire has broken out on the top floors of a high-rise building in Poland. Flames could be seen engulfing a large part of the building, with burning debris raining down on the streets below. Fire crews battled the blaze from inside and out. There were no injuries reported. It's believed the Warsaw skyscraper is under construction. Governor-General Sir Peter Cosgrove today fulfilled his final duty in uniform with flying colours. Sir Peter turned out in full kit for a ceremony at the Royal Military College in Canberra to mark the Queen's birthday. He'll soon be retiring from office, today completing the circle of his career, having been a cadet himself at Duntroon. So a day of shining boots, flashing swords and flags, and a lifetime of memories. Steam train fanatics were absolutely chuffed today when two beautiful relics from Sydney's past warmed up at Central Station for a race to Strathfield. Hissing and rumbling, the trains drew big crowds as part of the long weekend's Transport Heritage Expo. The official winner was 3265, splendidly restored, a vision in maroon and black. The Golden Highway was blocked off at Merriwar in the Upper Hunter today to make way for traffic of a different kind. Thousands of people came together in the rain to watch the 29th annual Festival of the Fleeces.
They came round the bend so fast, sprinting in their red socks and catching our cameraman slightly off guard. Then for a moment, the nerves got the better of them. But after a little encouragement, Merriwar's favourite woolly clan was off for another year. But there was plenty more on offer in the Hunters' so-called wool capital.
This year we've got some new vehicles showing the new tractors and the technology that's changing with agriculture.
Parade displays to sheep shearing. It was all about bringing in the crowds and recruiting the next generation of farmers.
Obviously, to increase our population by 4,000 really does make a big difference. It's a morale lifter, particularly during the drought while we're struggling at the moment.
I feel like it's heaps busier than last year, just like lots of people getting more coffees and stuff.
Merry was set to be overrun with visitors this weekend, providing a boost to the local economy. And of course, that's music to the ears for drought-stricken farmers. It certainly rained on their parade, but locals savoured every drop.
Yeah, we won't be going. We wait. We'll be probably the last ones to leave.
The rain pretty welcome for you?
Oh, yes. They need it out here desperately.
Lauren Kemp, NBN News.
It's always a great event. Kate Haberfield joins us now with sport. And Kate, Ash Barty is within reach of her first Grand Slam title.
She is TC, and whatever happens tonight, she is a superstar. Ash Barty is one win away from ending Australia's 8-year Grand Slam title drought after qualifying for the final at Roland Garros. Barty needed all of her trademark fight in the semi, fighting back from a set down to qualify for the decider. A new breed of Australian tennis star. No tanking or tantrums. Instead, there's courage, persistence, and an unbreakable will to win.
It was pretty brutal out there, and I think, I'm just proud of myself, the way that I was able to fight and scrap and hang in there and find a way.
Ashley Barty started the semi-final a strong favourite, racing to a 5-love first-set lead over Amanda Anisimova.
At the moment, Amanda Anisimova just can't really get a foothold.
But this has been a breakout tournament for the 17-year-old American who was desperate to extend her giant killing run. Anisimova clawed her way back, stealing the first set and taking a 3-love lead in the second.
She celebrates like she's won the match.
Barty was on the brink, the match and her Grand Slam dream slipping away, but she's never been one to run from a fight.
She's there.
Yeah, but the 23-year-old thrived under the pressure, showing off her power and finesse. Barty won 6 straight games to level the contest before closing out the match 6-3 in the final set.
Ash Barty into the Roland Garros final.
Through to her first major final, where she'll face Czech teenager Marketa Vondrasova.
It's amazing. It's been an incredible journey the last 3 years. It's been an incredible journey the last 2 weeks. I feel like I've played some really good tennis, some consistent tennis.
If Ashley Barty can hold that form and nerve for today's final, she'll be the first Australian woman to claim victory here at Roland Garros since Margaret Court back in 1973.
She's a wonderful role model. She's out there, she's very calm, peaceful on the court. She holds her emotions very well, and she has that variety.
Victory would top off a remarkable rise for Barty, who first picked up a racket in Ipswich at the age of 4.
The thing that stood out with her was her hand-eye coordination was amazing, but it was her focus and her concentration for that age.
A 2-year break from tennis saw Barty try her hand at cricket, but it's on a court, not a pitch, she truly shines. And tonight, Ash Barty has the chance to make all that hard work worthwhile. In Paris, Amelia Adams, NBN News. Rafael Nadal will play for a record 12th French Open title after downing Roger Federer in their semi-final. The King of Clay lived up to his name as he ran riot over the Swiss maestro in a 6-3, 6-4, 6-2 victory. He'll play either world number 1 Novak Djokovic or Dominic Thiem. Coming up, the Knights defeat the Rabbitohs in a heated clash with consequences. And the Raiders hold the Tigers scoreless.
You have to understand how lucky you are. Your Bonnie's toy.
What?
Yeah. We are going to be there for Bonnie, even if I have to hold your hand every step of the way.
Carry me?
No.
Toy Story 4 in cinemas June 20.
Harvey Norman Half-Yearly Clearance 72-hour sale. Saturday, Sunday, Monday only. 72 hours of deals store-wide. That's 72 hours to save on electrical and computers, furniture and bedding, flooring and bathrooms. The clock is ticking. Don't be late. Harvey Norman 72-hour sale ends Monday.
Engineered to adapt to your body like no other chair. Experience the comfort that can't be explained. And right now, you can enjoy 20% off the entire stressless range at Lyle Buick Furniture, Northcott Drive, Katara.
Newcastle's premier men's retail store Rundle Tailoring is on sale now. Save up to 50% on suits, sports coats, shirts and more. Dress up for all occasions. Rundle Tailoring, on sale now.
With massive savings on big brand footwear, clothing, fitness equipment and more. Take 30% off all clothing. That's men's, women's and kids. And score up to 50% off a range of big brand footwear. Loads more deals. Don't miss the Rebel sale.
At Nick Scarley, the 2.4-metre bar and dining table, now $15.90. Magnificent Australian red gum, sustainably sourced, $15.90. The Nick Scarley half-yearly clearance, on now.
After a long day working in my restaurant, sometimes the last thing I want to do is cook a healthy dinner for myself. That's when I leave all the hard work up to Light and Easy. So why don't you let Light and Easy do the hard work for you? I promise you're going to love it as much as I do.
Feeling a bit same? Yeah. This will help you stand out. CHR. Sleek styling, great end of financial year deal, and looks better on you.
Toyota means business with CHR two-wheel drive from $39.90. Drive away plus 5 years free roadside assist. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Harvey Norman Half-Yearly Clearance 72-hour sale. Saturday, Sunday, Monday only. 72 hours of deals store-wide. That's 72 hours to save on electrical and computers, furniture and bedding, flooring and bathrooms. The clock is ticking. Don't be late. Harvey Norman 72-hour sale ends Monday.